gorgeous morning. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the slow girl summer thing has been feeling weird. I don't know if I like it. I basically made the decision over the last few weeks to try having a slow girl summer. And all I meant by that was practicing a little bit of a slower routine and focusing a bit more on my rest and recovery. And it hasn't changed other things necessarily. Like, I'm still working out, I'm still being active, I'm still largely eating healthy. Like, not too many of the habits themselves have actually changed. It's more so been my approach to it, where I've just been trying to sleep more. I've been trying to reduce stress. I'm trying to be a little bit more relaxed with my routine overall, and it's been feeling nice. My sleep debt is down. I do feel a little bit more zen, but with that zen, I'm kind of just feeling blah. Dare I say a little bit lazy? And at this point, I've come to the conclusion that I do love routine. I do love my routine. I do love feeling productive, and I love feeling accomplished in my day, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't think that the goal is to remove my routine and remove consistency and remove the discipline. It's more so trying to find the balance between this like hyper screaming over optimized world versus what we actually need. And I feel like we can't talk about over-optimizing without mentioning the supplement world and the supplement marketing that is thrown our way. And I just have to tell you guys, I have fallen victim to this many, many times in the past. And there are so many products being sold to us, so many things that are kind of like promising quick fixes. And yeah, my relationship over the year with supplements has definitely changed, and very much so this year. And there's pretty much only, I'd say there's 3 things that I'm consistently taking. One being creatine. I do have this every day without fail. For most of us, unless you have any underlying other issues, it does not make you gain weight. It doesn't make you bloated. It's intramuscular. It makes you look more jacked. It gives you more energy. I absolutely take it. That's one thing without fail. That's like my longest standing habit, I'd say, actually, is my taking of creatine. And then I also love to take an electrolyte, just a little electrolyte, nothing with like too much salt. But I'm a sweaty gal, and I sweat a lot when I work out and like do my cardio, so I love to have a little electrolyte. And I also take magnesium before bed. I'd say that's the most consistent thing that I take. But one of the biggest things that I was trying to tackle, and basically what I'm always looking to optimize, are my energy levels. And without fail, like over the years, I've always struggled with being low energy, being sleepy, just feeling constantly drained. And that's been kind of my whole life, and I've gone through ebbs and flows of that. I'll have like one really good high energy day, be totally fine, and the next day I'm just like so lethargic all the time. And so that's always something that I was trying to fix. And you know, over the last couple of years, anytime I would like open a new YouTube video or watch a new TikTok video, it'd be like, here's all the things that you can be taking to give you more energy throughout the day. If you're a woman, you need to be taking this. If you're low in this, take that. There would be Amazon packages coming to my door constantly with just 1,000,001 different things. And I was just taking 1,000 different things at all times. Let me show you, shall we? This pile is not even half of what exists in my little supplement cupboard. I actually don't know why I haven't thrown these out yet. These were all purchased actually last year. These were 2025, because in 2025 I was like, I need to figure this out once and for all. What do I need to take? I'd gone to a naturopath, watched 1,000,001 videos, was online trying to figure out what my perfect supplement stack would be. And shocker, none of it worked. None of it did any magical cure. Nothing happened. So much so that I actually stopped taking everything for over a month, and I went and got my blood work done, and my blood work came back perfect. I wasn't low in anything. I was taking iron supplements when I wasn't low in iron. I was taking blah, blah, blah when I wasn't low in anything. Like, my blood came back like, wait, great, knock on wood. Where's wood? Here we go. Nothing was wrong, and I was just taking all this crap spending so much money on all these supplements that I didn't need. And don't get me wrong, there's so many things that I've taken and feel like I could absolutely take more omegas. Nothing wrong with a little multivitamin. But for the most part, I think so many of us are just trying to find quick fixes and thinking that taking little things like this is going to cure all of our woes. And most of us aren't even finding like what our baseline is to start from. So I'm speaking generally here. Obviously, I know that some people take supplements because they need it and it helps and it works for them, and that's perfect. Just for myself, I was looking for energy here where I wasn't just focusing on my baseline and I wanted to buy something. I wasn't fixing what was already there. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I feel like I need to continue that disclaimer because obviously there are so many people who benefit so much from taking supplements. You know, somebody might actually be low in iron and need to take iron supplements. Someone might actually be low in vitamin B12 and need to take B12. But the point that I'm trying to say is that so many of us, myself included, don't actually look at what we actually need to take. We're just clicking add to cart and buying things that we don't know if we need or not, just in the hopes that they're gonna help. Like for example, vitamin B12, didn't need it. Vitamin D, wasn't low in it. The iron, I wasn't low in it. I didn't need to be taking these. And certain things, you need to be careful with certain things because if you are taking too much of it, you can have a little overdose moment. You can take too much vitamin B12. You can take too much iron. So it's actually important to be very careful with that and not being counterproductive in what you're trying to fix. So for me, when I was trying to fix my energy levels and trying to understand why I was just always so tired, I was taking all these things where maybe I didn't need to be taking all of the supplements, spending all of that money, ordering all this crap, and maybe I just needed to sleep a little bit more. Let's acknowledge that little moment because your girl doesn't sleep. We are not sleeping enough. And speaking of sleep and sleep hygiene and all that, I'm just gonna use this as a friendly reminder to wash my sheets right now. And in case you wondered, yes, I do sleep like a crazy person and bundle myself up into a nest because I just found that that is the method that works the best for me and gives me the most comfortable sleep. Do I have to fully make my bed every day because of it? Yes, I do. Now, as far as optimization, sleep is like the one area where I am down to over optimize. Like I need to do everything in my power to have a good sleep because that's like the one area that is the biggest struggle for me in terms of my health and energy, clearly. So there's so many things that I do and kind of have as part of my routine. And that proves to be very hard because as soon as I don't have one of those things, or if I'm traveling and I've forgotten to bring something with me, it's like panic, which is not great, but I try to be like really strict and regimented with my sleeping. And if you couldn't tell by the pile of crap over there on my nightstand, we've got quite a few things in the sleeping optimization station. I didn't tidy that up for you one bit, but a few things that I have and that I sleep with every single night without fail. One being my eye mask. I must sleep in complete darkness. And the sad thing is we have blackout blinds, but I am so sensitive to light. And I always have been, even before I was sleeping with my eye mask, that the second there's like a little crack of light, I'm awake because this falls off in the night when I'm sleeping, which is unfortunate. Sometimes it doesn't, but if I am tossing and turning, see you later, I'm awake with the sunshine at 5 a.m. no matter what. So I could stand to figure that out, get a little bit more blackout in here, but always have an eye mask, and then my earplugs. I started wearing earplugs because I have a cat who loves to scream and sing her songs at night, and sometimes even her screams pierce through this, but I can't sleep in like my noise canceling headphones or my AirPods because it's like painful to lay on. So I have the little loops thing. I don't know what this says about me, but can someone explain to me why the string is covered in knots? Like, what am I doing in my sleep for it to be knotted in such a way? It is so crazy. I don't understand, but yeah, maybe I am a psychopath, but I do wear earplugs because, yeah, Meryl. And that also has made me very, very sensitive to sound, I will say, over the years. But again, it's a necessary evil. As long as Meryl's here, I'm not sleeping without earplugs. It's just the way it is. The other thing, I got a humidifier, whether it be with the heat on in the winter or the air conditioning in the summertime. It's just very dry, and this little humidifier I got on Amazon, and it's brilliant. It's been amazing, and it's very easy to fill. You can just come and pour the water in. The ones I've had previously, you have to like take the whole thing and go fill it up in the sink, or it just gets really gross. This is like, it's been very nice, lovely. We also have the air purifier that we've recently added to our bedroom as well as the living room downstairs, and hoping that that just helps with the overall air quality and my allergies to Meryl. So that's kind of new in the over optimization world, but the air purifier has been great. It just like smells crisp in here now. It's good. Big noticeable difference. It also acts like a fan. So if you run hot at night, it's really nice to have that. The other thing, I do have an app blocker, which I've been talking about lots lately, and that's just been helping with the doom scrolling before bed. So I have myself set on a schedule, so I can't doom scroll at night and I can't doom scroll in the morning. I block all the apps, and it's been brilliant for my well-being and mental health. And I think we just consume so much media and so much on our phones that we have to kind of counterbalance that somehow. So having an app blocker has been amazing because I can't be left to my own devices otherwise. And with that, I have my little books and my little reading light, and it's so great to read before bed. Like, honestly, I don't even, how many pages am I? I'm on page 19 of this book. I will literally lay in bed, read one page, and I am out like a light. Hey, like a light. You know, this is the one section that's like opposing the title and theme of this video. This is absolutely my over-optimized sleep corner, but it's been worth it. The other elefante in the room that I would like to address is that we actually do have a new mattress. And though I will say that though I don't have video footage of this, just know that we've been wanting to replace our mattress or sleeping setup and situation for such a long time. The mattress that we've been sleeping on for the last 5 years was very soft. And both of us just like constantly waking up with a broken back, a broken neck, also running very hot. Dan and I both get the night sweats. TMI, you're welcome. Now you know. And back in April, if you guys remember that vlog, we had actually gone and stayed at the Santa Monica Proper Hotel in their wellness suite. And we wanted to try the 8 Sleep mattress because speaking of like over optimization, hyper optimization, sorry, it's a mattress cover, the 8 Sleep mattress cover, and it's so expensive. And we wanted to try it out because we were thinking of buying it, wondering if it would help us with our sleep. Neither of us had a great experience with that, so obviously we didn't end up doing it, but we were in the market for a new mattress, and very happy to say that we've got a new Lisa mattress. This portion of the video is very kindly sponsored by Lisa, but let me tell you something, and let my sleep data prove that this mattress has been a magical addition to our sleeping life. So if you are looking to add a new mattress into your life and improve your sleep quality, might I recommend the experience that we have just had, because on the Lisa website, you can do the little quiz that they have in order to find the right mattress for you. So you put in what type of sleeper you are, what you're looking for, how hot or cold you run at night, and it spits out the perfect mattress for you. So Dan and I are both back and side sleepers. We need some extra shoulder and hip support, looking for something a little bit more firm, and also looking for some temperature controlling. So when we did the quiz, we got matched with the Legend Chill hybrid mattress. What is a hybrid mattress, you ask? That is one that has both memory foam and springs combined in it for the ultimate, just literally like full body support, but it's also a medium firm mattress. And I don't think I understood what that meant until I laid on this thing. But let me tell you, you know, when you have like the ultimate hotel sleep and you leave the hotel being like, wow, I wish that I could buy this mattress and this entire bed situation set up in my house, which mind you, a lot of hotels do offer that nowadays, by the way. Usually you can buy the whole setup, but that costs like $1 million. This is giving us like that same hotel sleep feel. Maybe this is why it's been so easy for me over the last few weeks to do like my slow girl summer routine, because it's like hard for me to get out of this bed. It has been so comfortable. It's crazy. And it also has a little cooling top layer, so it just is like cold to touch. Both Dan and I run hot at night, and it's just, how does one describe this feeling? I don't know how to describe this feeling, but let me tell you something. We have been sleeping in discomfort for the last 5 years because the second we got this mattress, both Dan and I were like, wow, suddenly we're cured. So if you're looking to shop a new mattress and you want to check out Lisa, you can use my discount code to save $75 on your order. I will put everything that you need to know in the description box down below. This has been game changing for our sleep. And it's one of those moments that you have where you're like, wow, I have been trying to over optimize, and it just brings back the good old saying of quality over quantity, where I was just like adding so much quantity, adding so much to my routine. Here's all the things that I need to be buying and taking in order for my health and wellness routine to be perfect, where I just wasn't focusing on the quality of the basic things that I already had. Improving the quality of my sleep, it's pretty much been improving every corner of my life. Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? I've just been doing a bit of filming, finished doing my makeup, and now we are headed out for the afternoon because it's my mom's little birthday soiree this afternoon. Sweetie little pie. But I'm just gonna have my meal prep before we go. The same Mexican bowl, it's honestly so good. And I just changed my outfit about 17,000 times because I couldn't decide what to wear, which is the case every single time I leave the house. Here's my OOTD. I love this skirt so much, but I think I need to get this like front bit chopped a little bit because it does drag on the ground if I'm not wearing heels. So I might take that to get it tailored, but I've got this little cropped baby tea, the cutie little Steve Madden jellies, which I'm just so obsessed with. So good. And then I have my green Naghetti bag. And the sunglasses that make everything better. And you best believe I've got on my anti-chafing short shorts. You know they're making a comeback. This skirt would show major swass if I didn't have those on. So it took all of me, honestly, to not put my quince set on, because that's all I want to wear. That freaking striped cotton set that I've been wearing every day. It's honestly so good, and it's so sweat proof, and it's perfect. And it's either that or like the black fringe pants. That's all I want to wear. So I was trying to switch it up. But you know that's what I wanted to put on first. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Another morning, back in the kitchen. Hi. Did a little air wrap this morning, and it's freaking freezing. It is a cold, rainy day, and I am back in a sweater, and we've got our warm coffee. And I've been thinking about this over the last few days, and I've also since uploaded a vlog and seeing your guys' comments about the cycle and cycle tracking, and so many of you commenting about PMDD, and also just acknowledging like how real the mood swings are and the feelings are in between our cycle. And I've been thinking about that a lot kind of after the program ended at the end of April, where something that we talk about a lot when we've been doing these challenges, and you know, whenever you like sign up to do a session or a time with DIY Body, it's like you need to find your why. Find your why. And I think that so many of us are very, very goal oriented, or we're looking ahead to like an end goal or a finishing point. And something that's kind of been like a really hot and cold topic in the world of like fitness and working out is doing it for a long-term play, like not necessarily having an end goal in mind. Like there's no end to taking care of your body. It's the body that you have for life. So that's kind of a difficult mind shift to have like a certain aesthetic goal or a weight loss goal or a muscle group building goal. Like those are things that are very easy to see and easy to kind of track and work towards. And it's a little bit harder to convince yourself when you're feeling a little bit lazy and cozy in bed to like get up and be like, you just need to do this because it's good for you. Like it's not necessarily as exciting. And I think that's why people end up signing up for competitions or signing up for challenges or signing up for a race or a high rocks or, you know, doing fun monthly challenges that so many of us have done in the world of fitness and like group fitness and working towards something. It just keeps life exciting. And over the last few weeks, as I've kind of like taken my foot off the pedal and been kind of resting a little bit more and just looking at my routine a little bit differently, I've not been struggling to find my why. I actually think that it's very easy for me to be like, oh, I want to be mobile and strong for as long as possible in my life. And that's like a huge goal. But the issue that I'm struggling with on the topic of over optimizing and optimizing everything is it's just always that guilt that comes along with it, where it's like, if I miss my workout or if I sleep in, my day is a failure. I have failed on this day. And it's just that kind of like, it's that rigid structure that I'm struggling with a little bit. And that has been seeming to have it's been carrying a bit more of a heavier mental toll than I think is necessary at all. And I'm trying to shift that right now, just for myself and on my insides, being like, rest is productive. Rest is productive. How can we rest? How can we rest in a guilt-free manner? How can we just like spend a nice summer day relaxing and not feeling badly about it? And I'm still not there yet. And that's what I'm working on, I guess. It's all up here, really. And then back to the cycle, that kind of just makes things worse. And it's kind of hard to not look at these things and not want to optimize certain areas of your life, especially when it comes to like the food that we're putting in our bodies and what we're eating and the micronutrients and wanting to fuel ourselves in the best way. And something that's come up a lot that I've seen like in regards to the cycle and kind of trying to offset these symptoms is like, we're also just like not necessarily eating the best things for us all the time. And we lack a lot of information in those areas. So after reading your guys' comments and just kind of having like a really, dude, my luteal phase, like it really, really hits me. And it does actually hit me in the same deep manner every month. I certainly get deep and down in the funk, and that does happen cyclically. Is that right? You know when you say a word and suddenly it sounds wrong? Cyclically. That's right, right? And so following all those comments, actually, I totally meal prep differently this week in an attempt to nurture my body in a totally unsarcastic way. I'm so serious about this, but I was looking up like best things to have on your luteal phase. Like what are the micronutrients that we're lacking during this time in our cycle, and what should I be eating more? And the internet said that we certainly need to up our magnesium and calcium intake, and it was, you know, spitting out a few things. So here's my meal prep. Here's my luteal phase meal prep. I made a little cozy bean and split pea soup. I've got a mixed bean salad, rice, chicken. I made a slaw, just like a warm slaw, just with shredded up cabbage, carrots, apple cider vinegar, a few things, warmed it up. It was nice. Then I did warm mixed greens. I did Swiss chard, kale, spinach, onions, garlic, sauteed that all up with salt and cumin. And then I've got my sweet potatoes. We've got Greek yogurt. I've got my little cilantro sauce. It said to up the omega-3s, so I've got my salmon thawed and ready for today. I've been eating a lot more of the microgreens just with my breakfast, little broccoli sprouts. I could stand to make like a little chia pudding. That would be good. Pickled things. I've got pickled beets and my homemade pickled red onions. And just trying to add a little bit more of the micronutrient part in there. And then also focusing more on like actually being fed and eating for energy, not eating to like maintain a specific physique, which I love to do every once in a while, don't get me wrong. It's so nice to do a little cut and just have your muscles popping and you're like, woof. But right now with my little shift in training, I've been running a lot more and I'm hungry. I need food. I have been crushing sourdough like you wouldn't believe. Just like 2 pieces of toast before every run. I've been eating toast and bananas before I play tennis in the mornings. I've got kiwis too. And instead of splitting up my breakfast portion into 2 different portions and eating, you know, one half before I work out and finishing the second half when I get home, I'm eating to fuel my workout and I'm eating breakfast. So that's a little bit of a different shift that I'm doing, not to achieve any kind of specific weight or visual or nothing, that is purely for energy and wanting to be fueled and perform at my best every day. I went for a little run this evening and I had slicked my pony and it's just, I just look like a peach greeting you this evening, don't I? Isn't that delightful? Anyway, air purifier is on, if you can hear it blasting. It's both acting like air purifier and fan. Wands at the ready is what I wanted to say. I've got my eye mask and earplugs, water, my book and my little book light are on deck. Mattress, squishy, heavenly bedding on fleek. Gonna turn myself into my nest very shortly and have a beautiful night's sleep, because honestly, I'm sick of hearing myself talk about it. I would like to never say the word over-optimized or optimization ever again, because it's very much just one of those like trendy buzzwords that's going around. But I love me a good routine. I love a good little routine video. Here's what I've changed, switching up my routine, summer routine. But yeah, I love a good routine. And as someone who never used to optimize anything, I was just a free bird frolicking the world and had many ailments because of it. You know, I was on that side of the world of just like optimizing nothing. And then I switched and flipped and went totally full ham, optimized everything, the whole 9 yards. And that's been the last, you know, about 3.5 years of my life where I've just been trying to dip my toes into everything and do the most that I can, trying to figure out my best routines, workout routine, healthy lifestyle, food, blah, blah, all of that. And now I'm just in the mood this summer to just kind of relax, chill out a bit, and find my little middle, my in between the two, and just coast and, you know, focus more on that restful side of life, sleep in a little bit, maybe skip a workout now and again, and just try and be relaxed, because I've just been spending a lot of time in this like stressed, anxious, overwhelmed state, sleeping 4 to 5 hours a night for weeks on end. And then at some point we all just hit that little burnout point where we're like, oh, enough is enough. I'm done. Let a girl sleep. Let a girl dance the night away and not feel guilty about it. So that's where we're at now. I just wanted to update you all because I know that many of you have been along for the ride and on your own journeys. And let's just remind ourselves that maybe instead of placing that Amazon order and ordering 11 new supplements because you saw someone on TikTok tell you to, maybe just sleep. Maybe get a full night's sleep and see how that makes you feel instead. Because that's where I'm at, girlfriend. There's things that are working and there's things that are just doing more harm than good and causing us more stress, trying to just keep up with the routine of it all instead of just letting loose, letting go. Oh, forgot my aura ring. I can let go of a lot of things, but I still want my sleep data. Okay? Well, with that, my friends, thank you for listening to my ramble. Endless rambles. I'm going to dive back into His Majesty's Dragon. Which, by the way, once I passed page 18, it picked up a little bit. I still don't have much hope, but you know what? It's putting me to sleep, so that's good. That's a good thing. Alrighty. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thanks for watching this vlog, and I'll see you all very soon for a new one. Bye!